Wednesday, middle of the week. What do we got in store for today? Hopefully it's another goodie. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I'm of course Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video and another Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy. You know, I've been going with this for quite a few weeks now, you know, just a little over a month, I think, if I'm remembering it right. And I think I'm on to something with this. Yes. I was gonna try to get some more female stand-up comedy during other days of the week also, but for now, just to make sure that I'm not, you know, losing track of this, I'm gonna make sure I keep this going every Wednesday. And we are gonna get into some more Michelle Wolf today. All right. Well, not too many comments on the videos that I've done of her so far, but don't matter to me. She's still one of my favorites doing it today. I love her jokes. I like her voice. I like, you know, she's very sexy to me, you know, so whatever you guys are attracted to, hey, whatever. But yeah, all in all, I just think she's a really good comedian, you know. I like what she has to say. Not everything I agree with what she says, but I do like how she constructs her jokes, you know what I mean? She knows how to make anything funny that I've heard, at least so far. And we're gonna get into one from her today, and this one's gonna be titled, Titanic Explains How White Women Are the Problem. It's a long title right there. Every time I got a long title, man, I gotta just like get through it all just to make sure I don't stutter through it. Then I gotta restart things because I'm just like, oh, take one, take two. It gets on my nerves. But yeah, I don't know exactly where she's going with this. I have an idea of how many places it can go just based on the title. But yeah, I definitely want to figure this out. And this video here was suggested to me by one of my very loyal subscribers. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce the name right, so I'm already preparing for some jokes coming at me in the comments later. But yes, this video was suggested to me by either Yenik or Jenik. Thank you so much for suggesting this video to me. I don't know if I was pronounced, Darling was your last name, and if I got it right, just let me know, but either way, don't hold it against me because I'm just not that good with names or pronunciation. You know, I am with most other things, but names not so much, you know, so hope you can appreciate that. So yeah, man, thank you, Yenik or Jenik, Darling, for suggesting this video. We're gonna get into it, like I said. So Michelle Wolf with Titanic Explains How White Women Are the Problem. And if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going. All right. Well, not too many suggestions, you know, for the most part with the Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy so far, but the few that I do have, I'm keeping things on standby, trying to rearrange some things to go in a decent order. So yeah, man, thank y'all for still tuning in, man, and keeping this thing going for me. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Michelle Wolf. Titanic Explains How White Women Are the Problem, right here on Eddie B TV, Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy. Let's check this out. All right, let's get situated here, and here we go.
Women, we should just admit, this has never been about equality. You don't want to be equal, you want to be better than men. Admit it! You want to do to men what men did to us. You want to rule the world. You want to line the streets with tampons and fill the fountains with Chardonnay.
Oh.
You want to repeat what a man said in the meeting and have a boss go, good idea, Cheryl. You want to hold power in your hands, and that'll never happen because men will knock it away with the strong, strong arms. Just settle for equality. And maybe a place to breastfeed that isn't a closet.
Oh, boy.
We're getting really mad at men these days. We're blaming a lot on men, especially white men. We're really going after you guys pretty hard. And I'm not saying you don't deserve it. You have been sneaky little devils.
Sneaky little devils.
Tricksters, even. But I do think white women, it's our turn to admit that we are also part of the problem. I know, it's really uncomfortable. White women are like, I did not come here for this. Others are like, me? No, you can't blame me. I didn't do anything. Yes. exactly.
Oh, okay.
We just sat there the whole time being like, I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Okay.
Plus, some of the stuff white men did, I can't even believe was their idea. Like, some of the stuff was too clever. Like, when we gave Native Americans blankets with smallpox, that was definitely a woman's idea. That has Mean Girl written all over it.
Yeah.
A man would have just been like, well, stab him and throw him in a river. And then a woman was like, no. Let's give him blankets.
I see your point with that.
Because then they'll think we're friends. And we'll be like, bye.
Bye. That was a good one. I like that.
And the white women of my generation, we have completely abandoned white men. We blame everything on you. Even though you pay our rent, we blame everything on you.
Oh,
We're like, they did it. It was them. We couldn't. Our arms. We're the exact opposite of ride or die. We are ride and flee immediately.
Oh.
We're all Rose from the Titanic. We grabbed a door and we shoved a white man into the sea.
Okay, I get it.
I'm literally freezing. I should say, I do like to do all my historical women as millennials. Like, it's just more fun to do history that way. Mm-hmm. Like, all the women on the Titanic would have been like, it's so annoying the boat sunk. Like, how do you not see an iceberg?
I can picture that too.
That had to be the main discussion on all of the lifeboats, right? It was just a bunch of women being like, so you just didn't see it? Isn't that like literally his whole job?
Oh, man.
This is the most random ocean.
Random ocean.
I'm starving. And like, we're living in a time right now where like a lot of people are confronting their oppression, and white women are really trying to be a part of that. We love being parts of stuff. We just want to be invited. You know, maybe do a little light decorating. Perhaps take it over completely.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
And I'm not saying white women weren't oppressed. You know, for the longest time we couldn't vote or have bank accounts, but for the most part we had nicer houses. So it was a very different oppression. It was a very air-conditioned oppression. You know, we were the only ones in four-poster mahogany beds being like, sometimes things aren't fair for me. That's where men, you were very smart. This was a genius move. You kept us comfortable. That was very smart. It's almost impossible to start a revolution from under a duvet. And then when we did start fighting for equality, we didn't even do that right. We were like, we want jobs. And then black women were like, we have those. In your house. We're working for you right now. Your son calls me mom often.
Oh, man.
And we were like, this is really confusing. Was the baby's crying? Can you go do that?
Oh, my God. Yucky. Oh, okay. That's the end of that one. Oh, my. You know, it's just like I said, man. I love the way she constructs her jokes, man, because it just really sounds like that's what would be said in these times, man. It's just like, yeah, millennials, yeah, their attitudes kind of seem to fit with what actually happened, didn't it? All right, man, that was Michelle Wolf with Titanic explains how white women are the problem. Okay, well, part of the problem maybe, I'm always baffled at how you can't just point out something that actually happened, that a specific race or even a specific gender or whatever, that they did. It's like anytime you point it out, people just get uncomfortable. That's where I have the most fun with historical issues. I have fun with them, not to make light of what happened, but just to, like, you know, to let it be known this is what went down. And I also get a kick out of people in today's modern era trying to talk about those things as if they went through those things. You know, that really makes me laugh. You know, I've gone through things in my life, but I haven't gone through those type of things, okay? So things have changed a lot. Maybe not so much to where it should be, but things have definitely changed a lot. But the way the video started with her was just kind of funny because it really did take me to a place where, like, if you're a man and you even say what she said just to start the show, you'd be like, you know, just laughed out or, you know, like stank-faced out of the room, you know. But it's almost like one of these things where, like, you can't speak a truth because you're the one that started or whatever the hell somebody would come up with. I just know that my whole life, I had been raised by a lot of women and a lot of men too. And never once did anyone give me a mindset to disrespect women. You know what I mean? I didn't get the mindset. I came across some things that tempted me to go that direction. You know, but for the most part, I was very even keeled, even though there's some people who know me that might have something different to say based on things they saw. I mean, women put me through a lot of hell in my life, but the hell that they put me through was like me opening the door for hell to come in. I could have very well just left the door closed and locked, but at the same time, you know, it's like saying, like, we know what you are, but yeah, I let it in. So it's an equal responsibility there. Or some people will say it's not too. I don't agree with y'all, I'll just chalk it up to that. But white women in particular are one group of people that really need to backpedal on the speaking up on things sometimes. And that's just from, like, you know, it's not coming from a place of shut the hell up, you have nothing to say ever. It's just that, hey, you do realize what's taking place, right? You do realize your stake in all this. But then, you know, on the flip side of it, you could probably say that a lot of white women back in the days probably got killed or beaten up because of how they tried to defend slaves, or probably tried to be good with Asian people, Mexican people, Indian people, whatever, you know. I can see that being the case. But if you just don't do anything, and, you know, I can imagine what type of a weird life that passes on from, like, what type of weird existence and feelings that you must have carried back in those times and passed that on from generation to generation to generation. And, you know, I think it does go hand in hand that a lot of people will feel certain type of ways, you know. I don't know why white women's ways specifically made them wind up the way they did, but then again, who am I to talk about it either, you know? I mean, I just have my opinions, and I'm not coming from a place of knowing what it's like to be a white woman. But, you know, it just boggles my mind how a lot of white women really just do look around like, what did I do? You know, I'm a woman, I go through things. It's just like, yeah, you went through typical woman things while being in very comfortable conditions. You know, that's just what the whole argument really is. It's just like, then they say, well, we're not really oppressed. And the way she said it just made me laugh. It's like, yeah, it was like an air-conditioned oppression. It's like you guys lived comfortably with your discomfort. You know, if that makes any sense, you know what I mean? And I try to look at history and just know that I don't want to repeat a lot of things, but then there's other parts of history that I would like to remain the same. And I don't mean specific events. I just mean like certain things, certain traditional values I think should always stay the same, even though the world will change with generation to generation and so on. But, you know, I like how she puts everything, man, because even though women do want revenge for everything that did happen, it's not like a legit revenge. It's just like spiteful revenge. There's a bunch of women who didn't go through anything in their life, and yet they just want to get even, just to join a fight to make themselves look or feel superior or something. And there's a lot of men who didn't do anything wrong, but yet will jump on this anger train, you know, and I'm guilty of going there a few times with my anger, but they'll jump on this anger train and then they'll lose the credibility they always had just because of them not keeping their anger in check, you know? And I'm just, like I said, I'm guilty of losing my temper on a lot of issues, you know? I wanted to lose my temper sometimes with issues on this YouTube channel, you know? Like someone will leave a comment calling me sexist or misogynistic, or someone telling me that I must hate this or something, you know, or tell me that I'm disparaging this or whatever. And I'm just saying, like, if you're really listening to me and you're getting that, then you're not paying attention. Because I don't have anything to say about another group of people or a particular person that I won't say about myself to a degree. You know, we all have similarities with dysfunction and greatness. But yet nobody wants to acknowledge the greatness if there's even a little bit of nonsense mixed in with a little bit. If you have a past, all of a sudden you gotta apologize forever for that. I don't think so. I'll never apologize anymore for things that I did wrong forever ago. That's never gonna happen. But yeah, man, overall, I just like what she had to say, man. She breaks down the points very swiftly, but yet she holds women accountable and she holds men accountable. You know, those are the type of female comedians that I really like, to be honest with you. It's like if you're gonna shit on men for what they do wrong, but also shit on yourselves for what you guys do wrong too. And if you're doing that, then you know you got all my respect. Plus, I already like her overall just as a comedian, but you know her material always rings true, and it keeps me coming back for what she might say next. That's one of the reasons why I loved her in that White House Correspondents' Dinner that she showed up to. She killed that one, man. If you guys get a chance, check that out. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. Thank you one more time to Yenik or Jenik Darling for suggesting this video to me. I love Michelle Wolf already, but thank you for suggesting this. I had a lot of fun checking this out. Once I get maybe 1 or 2 more clips of this particular special, I'll be able to watch the whole thing, you know what I mean, without missing a beat. You know, my big hiccup with stand-up comedy is that I don't get to watch all the way through because I always get interrupted, and then because I don't like to watch a stand-up special without watching it from front to back, no interruptions, you know, because it's how I zone into stand-up comedy. So this is a way to help me do that. You know, I get scattered clips out of the way and stuff like that, and it's always fun. So yeah, man, thank you one more time to Miss Darling for suggesting that video to me. And yeah, that's a wrap on this. One more time, Michelle Wolf, Titanic explains how white women are part. Let me try that one more time. Titanic explains how white women are the problem. And if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I always say. So yeah, man, another Women's Wednesday coming and going. And I enjoyed this one very much. The bits that I've gotten into with the ladies I've gotten into, you know, they kind of like, you know, got inside my head a little bit and also kind of made me open up and think, okay, maybe that's true and all that. You know, because like there is no real growth until you step outside yourself and see the world from other people's eyes as well sometimes. At least that's how I feel. And with each clip, you know, it allows me to lose a little bit of that sexism that might be in there, you know, or misogyny that might still be in there. You know, it's there, but you know, how it's executed and how it's talked about pretty much makes the difference, doesn't it? But yeah, at least that's how I feel. So yeah, man, it's gonna be Eddie B TV signing off. One more again here. Another Women's Wednesday in the books, like I said, and definitely got to get to some more Michelle Wolf in the future, and got to expand this Women's Wednesday thing to something else. I'm working on ideas, you know, but sometimes the ideas leave my head and they don't add up to me at the end of it all, and then I just get frustrated, and then I'll just go, we'll try again another day. So yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in to this one with me one more time. Definitely got to get to more Michelle Wolf. Like I said, she's awesome, funny. And thank you, Miss Darling, one more time for the suggestion. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.